It's Madden NFL 24, and all eyes are on the dual threat Lamar Jackson. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Vikings and the Lions, next on Madden Football.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Bringing them out is one of the most exciting players in the NFL every season, a former MVP. It's Lamar Jackson.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time. And he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great. Not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. The throw over the middle, taken in. The numbers a week ago for Everett. 6 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Jackson, option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Defense.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Option play, here's Strong. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson is going to have the hook up to Gage. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Off the option to give to Strong. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Jackson. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
A 21-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out, a rookie who led Fresno State to a pair of 10-win seasons. 4th-round pick, it's Jake Haener.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Haener here to throw it. This will go to Henry out wide. And down he'll go at the 25. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Martin to punt it away for Detroit. Deep to return is Scotty Miller. Oh, a heck of a move. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Now it's Jackson. A little short pass. This is Everett. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. Give up the middle to Strong. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Jackson. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a 1st down. Jackson options out left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll run with Strong. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Montgomery is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Joey Sly on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense is circling early. A pick 6 there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first-quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Haener. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. 17-0 our score after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Haener sets to throw it. Targets and finds Reynolds once more. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. To throw is Haener. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down. They run play action with Haener. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Aiden Hutchinson in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Throwing, Haener. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now out comes Minnesota. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a first down. Jackson, options out left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. Jackson running again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. Gage going to go in motion right. Straight ahead is Strong. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down at 7. Option play. Here's Strong. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Jackson. Here's a screen play. This is Strong. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And the lead will stay put at 17.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Pierre Strong Jr. making his way back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now Jackson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. To throw again is Jackson. Shoves him aside. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. To throw is Jackson. This pass hauled in by Dotson.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. They'll find Everett there, complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Again, Jackson. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Scotty Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags. And it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a... Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Hayner looking to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Painter here to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
They're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
The 44-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. That one downfield for Dotson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Jahan Dotson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. But not what you want to see this late in the season. The medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Painter here from the gun. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. D.J. Johnson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Strong to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 16-yard line.
Jackson options out left. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
But we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Play action. Here's Haener to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Haener looking to throw it. And that's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start on the ground with Strong. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's a give to Strong. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Miller. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. Jackson going to keep it running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll run out of the gun here with Strong. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 34. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. The option to give to Strong. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Jackson now. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on third down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the third quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
Painter will throw on first down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Painter will try again on 2nd and 10. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Painter. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. One quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this offense on third down today, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Here's Jackson. Touchdown! Gerald Everett from 17 yards out. And the Vikings are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. To throw is Haener. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First and 10. Haener going to the air. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Haener sets to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing, Haener. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now Jackson on 1st down. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll run with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Strong again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Pierre Strong. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
1st down, Lions.
Haener looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Option play here strong. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a 3rd down throw, and it misses the target, incomplete. Tucker's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes, and boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Gets this out quickly to Dodson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll give it to Strong. Taken down at the 42.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
2nd down here, Strong once more. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. 3rd down and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
This is taken at the 18. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here.